Okay, so you were talking about cleaning up great grandma's.
grave.
Yeah.
Auntie was down there with Auntie Mui. She used to work down there, yeah. And I used to stop by and say hello, and you know, she likes crabs, so I used to give her crab. In fact, when she died, they told her that I killed her with a crab. I
Oh,
got too, I got too many crab for her.
overdose on
Yeah,
crabs.
overdose
Oh
on
man.
crab. I'm a crab. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I like it better on this side
Yeah.
than Hilo because Hilo it rained too that much.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd stay on this side.
So how long have you been on the Kona side?
Since the 80s, the late part of the 80s, I did go back, and then you know, like when I was working, when I was here, when I had the bar, I actually met Bernie, yeah, and that's where my two boys and Caitlin, Bill, Matthew, and Caitlin was from Bernie. So I moved to Kona for Hilo for a while. And then I said to myself, I kind of miss this side, so I did come back. Yeah, I came back this side, and anyway, I stayed on. Like I said, I stayed on Hokkena, and I pretty much I can remember helping so many different people. I jacked up the house, this house here in.
Where are we
Captain
now,
Cook.
by the way?
Captain Cook.
So whose house is this?
This
that we
is
stay?
Auntie Martha's house. I mean, I think that Auntie Hester's house.
So
And Auntie Hester was a good person. I liked her. I liked being around her. She says all good things. I mean, you know, she's very good to talk to. She's a good person, happy-go-lucky person. She'd always ask me if I wanted a bud, which I don't smoke. She always asked me, she said, "Oh, my friends always give me this weed, you know." Yeah, and I says, "Well, okay, now I'm not the one though. I don't smoke." And I used to hang around by her store, which is right down the road across the street from here.
yeah.
And then I told her that I would take care her house, yeah, if
Yeah.
anything.
The store burnt down, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Do you
But
know?
I was in prison that time, so I
Okay.
couldn't do anything.
Do you know when the store burnt down?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like I said, I was in prison, so I don't know when
Okay.
it went down. But
Well, it was a long time ago.
yeah, quite a
Okay.
while ago. So anyway, yeah, when I came out, Carolyn was the one that said that I could stay here because of the landline. I had to stay at a place that had a landline, so that's why I stayed here. And then I realized this place was falling apart with all the termites eating everything. So far, I've changed almost every piece of wood in this house. Yeah, because it was termite eaten.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm still working on it right now. Yeah, and other than that, that's where I am right now. I mean, the house is looking better every time I touch something. And, yeah, did something here. But I promised Auntie that I would help Carolyn take care of this house. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now.
So you take care of the land and everything like that.
But the house
Upkeep.
is taking up so much time.
You're right.
Yeah, because like I said, almost every piece of wood I touch
Right.
is rotten. So I gotta pretty much take my time and just get it done. Yeah.
Right. So your son helps you? Richie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I need help, he'll come up and help me.
Okay.
Yeah, like that front door. He helped bring it back so people can actually sit out there and look at the view because it's nice view. You can see the whole bay from here.
So you fish a lot.
Oh,
you
yeah.
go,
I try to
get vana or
all the time.
pihi.
Whenever
You do
I
all
can.
that stuff. Do you have any fishing stories? Fishing tales?
Well, there's one I was just telling somebody yesterday. Oh yeah, I said it was like a National Geographic moment. We went out by it's called Kalahiki, which is next to Ho'okena, and we were diving out there, and there was a school of fish. I don't know the name, but it has knives on the tail. Yeah. And they would click these knives and they would big circle, gotta be at least 10 feet high, yeah?
Wow.
But big circle, and they kept doing that, clicking their fins. They kept going around in a circle like that at the end of the reef.
You mean up in the air?
No, in
In the water, okay.
In the water, they would make one circle and clicking, making big click noise. Yeah, their knives would touch each other.
Okay.
Then a big white shark came out.
Oh.
And then they disappeared. The fishes all disappeared.
Wow.
But I don't know if they're calling a shark or not. You know, I got no idea. But that was a National Geographic moment.
You were in the water looking at all of that happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much. It was kind of like when we were diving in Honoapu. You and I and Junior was with us. And the current was so strong.
It was strong that day.
Yeah. I know. That's just like that day when I saw the shark. And then me and Junior started going in, and the water kept pulling us back to the shark. You know? So anyway, we kind of diverted, went with the current, and passed the shark, and came around. Yeah. So, but like I said, it was like a National Geographic moment.
Wow.
You know? And then there was another one where I went down to Pebble Beach. So we went to Pebble Beach and going south of Pebble Beach, and there was
And you went diving.
no, we were on a boat.
Okay.
A small little Zodiac.
Okay.
Very small. It was only like about as big as this table. Yeah, which is about 8-9 feet. Okay. So we went down, and I spotted the fish by this cliff. I spotted the fish, the flash of the fish. So I told Junior to go past that and then come ashore. Then I was grab my throw net. Then I walked in and I looked down there. I said there was moi. You know, hardly see moi. Yeah? So anyway, I cranked up and I threw the net. And they were so tame, they wouldn't run. I had to go on a net and splash for them to run. And it came out so big. Junior was just shocked as to how big that moi was. You know, it's kind of like arm length, yeah. And it's the first time he ever seen it that big. So anyway, I took that. I got that out of the net, and then I looked around the corner of that cliff I was on, and there was a whole school of moi.
Oh wow!
So I cranked up my net and threw the net again.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got all that moi. Then we brought the moi into the boat, and then I kind of like just dipped my head under the. I saw this whole school of a hole. But all the yellow belly means that it was kind of big, yeah. And there were thousands of them just standing by this one cave, but we were scared of the cave.
Right.
The cave was big, yeah. So we said, okay, next time. But we never went back there yet. But now I know where the place is at, yeah. Yeah, the fishing. We did a lot of fishing. We went to Kauai fishing. One time we were diving. I believe was I don't know if it was Lanai or Molokai. Anyway, we're diving over there right after work. We always go from island to island. We do work, all kinds of work. And anyway, we were diving, and Junior it was nighttime. He put the toilet tissue up on the winch, the front glass, and a flashlight on it, so we know where the car was. Right. So we started diving with a lot of fish. We started spearing fish left and right, put it in our bag. And then we turned around and we couldn't see the light. The light was gone, so we don't know which way to go.
Right.
Then we heard music. Yeah. So we started going towards the music, and then I said, wait a minute, we're on the back side of an island. There's no music over there. So we started swimming out, and I said, oh, that's Maui. Wrong island. So we turned around, and there was a light. The wind must have blown the paper back, and we could see the light there.
Okay.
We left over. We were swimming towards Maui.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we got out over there, which was a pretty good trip. Yeah. And then Iniki came. I don't know what year we was in Lanai. Iniki came, and we thought
Iniki is the hurricane.
The hurricane, yeah. So we were putting up a partition in Aloha between Aloha Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines. So it's just me and Junior. The chain link is heavy because it's like 10 feet. It's really heavy. So I remember us guys hooking the chain link and then running to try to hook it up the hooks we had on the top.
Okay.
Yeah, that we can hook it up and then we can work it from there.
Okay.
So we went, charge, me and Junior, went, charge, and we couldn't reach the top. Junior couldn't reach the top. He said, move back, go back, go back. So the whole thing fell down.
Oh no.
So we took a rest and but we finally got it up there. But yeah, anyway, after that, then they said Iniki was coming, right? So there was a generator outside. Was the people was that built the airport there, that area, and they left the generator there. So we were listening to the news on the radio that Iniki was coming. So we cut the chain from the generator and took it to our friend's house. Yeah, because in case the lights all go off, we have a generator, right? Yeah. So anyway, we went up to our house, had dinner there and everything. And then while we were sitting down there having dinner, my friend tells me like this guy we met, yeah, he owned a photo shop and some other things. I know he had 2 jobs. And he says, you know, I don't want my daughters. He was a Haole guy, and the wife was Japanese or Filipino or something. Yeah, hard to tell. Oriental though. She said, you know what? Can you guys take my daughters away? I said, what? So yeah, we don't want them to end up on this island for the rest of their life. Can you take them? I said, no, we cannot. So anyway, they stayed there. But you know, they were in intermediate school, I think they were. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they didn't want them to grow up there.
Okay.
And they weren't gonna leave the island. Yeah. No. Anyway, we ended up, there was a nightclub over there. They would close at 7 o'clock. So we ended up staying until 12 o'clock. Yeah. Then everybody started coming. All the community started coming because they heard that Junior and I would open up the bar. So, yeah, at that time I was drinking a little bit more. So we ended up dancing and stuff like that. And anyway, we started something over there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I did a lot of diving though, but like I said, the National Geographic thing was something else that we never seen that before.
I have to look that up. See what that was all about.
Yeah.
So, going back in your days, your younger days, growing up with your cousins and stuff like that, do you remember any stories about hanging with your cousins?
They had their own thing, especially Maxie then. Maxie already had his girlfriend, so and Bobby used to go surfing. Raymond, we used to hang around with Raymond a lot because Raymond didn't surf, and he didn't have a girlfriend at that time except for in church. But no, like I said, it's a country. The country house is where everybody met.
Right.
We all enjoyed it. So.
Was your family religious? Like, did you guys?
I know Auntie Barney them would always want to take me to church. Yeah. First, he took me to Grandma Lovell took me to not Kamakapili. No, Kamakapili was the one that Auntie Barney wanted to take me. She always take me on the weekends to Pakami. I forget the name of the church. Anyway,
where is the church by?
Kali'i.
Okay.
It's in Kali'i. Yeah. And Kauai Hau was the first church I went to with Grandma Lovell. Yeah. And I'm not sure if my mother went or not. I know my dad didn't.
So you guys as a family didn't grow up religious then?
No.
Okay.
Auntie Bonnie, Auntie Ulu, maybe a little, but mostly Auntie Bonnie was religious. She was the one that, like your name, she picked your name. Yeah. Auntie
Bonnie picked my name.
Yes.
So you talked about previously that Richie is named after who?
My good friend, Richard Martin. Yeah, from high school. And he got drafted. Was he drafted? I think he joined. Anyway, he never came back. But he was a good friend of mine. We spent a lot of times together, yeah. Driving around. Just mostly driving around, just going down to the beaches, checking out the chicks and stuff like that. But we used to go down Sandy Beach all the time, was body surfing. And all different places we used to go. Yeah. And yeah,
And Warren was named after who?
Warren Beatty.
The actor
mom,
Warren
yeah,
Beatty.
your
That's
mom
what mom
named-
wanted to
yeah,
name it.
yeah.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
I was named Auntie Bonnie named
Yes,
me.
yes.
And then do you know anything about your other kids? Why they were
No,
named?
not at all.
Okay.
No, not at all. And mostly the mom named them. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but except for Bill. Bill was after Grandpa Akana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, William.
So I remember mom talking about that you guys she had a miscarriage or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Do you
Your
know?
miscarriage? I
No,
mean, your mother.
mom's.
I mean,
yeah. Like in
You
the
know, I don't
car or something like that.
Yeah, it was. I was driving towards the hospital, and then she said, pull over. So I pulled over. I was just coming off the highway, pull over. Then I called the ambulance because she was already pushing already. Yeah, yeah. Jeez, I forgot the name that she named him.
Tammy or Cammy
Yeah,
or
Cammy,
something.
Cammy.
Okay.
Yeah, she was gonna name him Cammy. But anyway, from what I seen when the ambulance came, I think the guy was wrong because Cammy was still moving when they put him in a
Right.
yeah, in a bag. I says, what the hell, man?
Right.
You know. But anyway, that's the last time we saw Cammy. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was sad, but that happened. Yeah. Anyway, I'm over here now in Wahakala, and I'm trying to get back into the house in the Akana building, yeah. And Rayanne doesn't want me back there into the house, but I just want to make sure I can fix that house and get it back the way it should be. But she's saying that when I was in prison, one of my old friends went to the property where I was staying in Akana property, and she was growing weed. And she put that as my friend. I told her to go over there and grow weed. So now I can't, she tells me, oh, you're not allowed to go into the building because of that.
Oh.
Yeah? But then he said, oh, the policeman said, you're not allowed to go back into the building. I said, well, the policeman doesn't have that authority, only a judge will. Yeah, so she'll stick with that though. I asked her, she said 3 times already. She told me, oh, the policeman said you cannot go back into the building.
So tell me about this house, this Akana house a little bit.
Well, I remember as a kid, we used to climb from the rafters, had so many beds, we used to jump off the rafter into the bed.
Right.
But that's
so who owns the house? Like, what is the family line?
Grandpa.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Grandpa Inching.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, first I heard that it was a theater, the first theater in Kona.
Oh, okay. So this is the theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as far as I know, I saw all the coffee things that like especially the separator where you separate different sizes of the coffee, and it's still under the house till today.
Okay, like a sifter, like.
Yeah. Kind of sift the
like
big,
a big
the
sifter.
small one. Yeah. So anyway, it's still there today. So you can tell that they've been doing a lot of coffee, and there's a lot of coffee trees in there. But the state dug a hole under the highway to drain the water because the water was going in all that roads on our side of the building, road. Yeah, so now it's wiping out part of our property.
The land?
Yeah, wiping out. So I'm going to have to talk to the state about that, where I can divert this. In the meanwhile, I'm trying to get in the building, but Rayanne, because we asked her to take care of the building because she lived on that side. She was the only relative we knew that could watch that. Yeah, and apparently they're not doing a good job of it because if you look at it, in fact, I can take you there today and we can look at it. You'll see what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, the building is falling apart, especially the south side, which the sun hits. Yeah. And it's all cracking the side of the wall.
So it's coming apart because it's not maintained.
It's not being maintained.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know I can do it.
Right.
Yeah, but like she keeps saying, the policeman said, yeah, you can't go back in the building. But just like this house, which is old, yeah, I can do it. I can do it. I'm gonna finish this, sometime hopefully before the end of the year. But it all depends on how much money she's going to give me to pick up the lumber and stuff like that. Yeah, so, and how much she wants me to do here.
Right.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you want to talk to
No, my biggest thing right now is getting back to Akana place because I want to see. The thing is, the reason I want to get in there and fix the place is that I know the other islands are getting really crowded, yeah, and I wanted a place for my family to stay when they don't have any other place to stay. Yeah, it's just like Keisha them right now. You know, they had a hard time. They were living with their in-laws and whatever, and they had a hard time.
Right.
I could actually use that place for them.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the whole thing was about. But
so this house is like the family house.
Yes,
it doesn't really belong to anybody.
No.
It belongs to the family.
It does.
Okay.
That's why I want to work
because
on it.
there's so many generations that connected to the family.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is all for the family. Yeah. For you guys, your children,
right,
and my cousin's children. Yeah, that's where it goes. But nobody wants to give me a start on it.
Right.
Yeah. So I need that start.
Right.
Yeah. You know, Richie's here right now. He's an electrician. You know, and he's also a carpenter, a pretty good carpenter right now.
And you know plenty of people too that can help out. Yeah.
So you know, I can really do things with that house if our family needs a place to stay.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have any last words? Like, let's say for instance,
no, my
like
biggest...
your great grandchildren are gonna see this.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to say to?
I'm so glad that especially not Dakota, especially her, because the last time I saw her, she wouldn't even look at me. She turned away. But I never seen Kavika, so I'm glad I got to see him. Yeah. I love the grandchildren. Yeah. It's just I wish I could spend more time with them. That's a problem. Yeah. Other than that, like I said, you know, right now I'm just trying to make sure you guys are comfortable. Yeah. After I leave, you guys get a place to stay, or you know.
Right.
Right now, after me or Francis pass away, somebody's gonna have to take over the country house.
Right.
Because we're the only owners of that country house here.
So you're the only two siblings that are alive right now? All the rest passed away, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And
so I want you guys to have that property over there. Yeah. So we don't have to park on the side of the road and go to the park and stuff like that. You have a place there. Yeah.
So do you guys have something already lined up, like, you know, lawyers and doing everything?
Nothing at all. We're just going to turn it over to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's already taken into place?
I think Francis started it already.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Cappy, I believe, has all the paperwork, and you have to talk to Cappy about that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all it is. Our time is just trying to make you guys comfortable, that's all.
So you're doing things for the next generation?
Yeah, definitely. The next and the next.
Right.
The grandchildren, yeah. That's our job right now.
Okay.
Yeah. We had our fun already. Well, maybe a little bit more.
More years to come.
Yeah.
More years to
like
come.
a lady down the road.
Okay, let's shut it off.
No.
Okay. All right. You want any last words?
No. I just love all you guys. I'm glad you guys turned out the way you did. Yeah. Yeah. All of you.
Okay. Love you, Daddy.
Just stay away from the drugs.
Okay. Love you, Daddy.
Love you too. Bye bye.